Is this Styxia? What happened to this place? I need to find the entrance to the vortex, guarded by the demigod of ocean. High Sealance. Is she still there?
Long time no see, trailblazer. Generation after generation of Chrysos Air heroes have tried to defy fate with their blood and tears, either voluntarily shattering their souls or waiting in eternal solitude. But alas, fate can never be defeated. Reason and trickery may bind my flesh, but my will shall never fall silent. So the demigod of ocean, the Dux Gladiorum High Sealance, sought to bring me into a fantasia with her voice and drown a genius in slumber. But alas, it was all a hopeless dream. That warden fell before I did, due to erosion of time, while her prisoner remained unchanged. True, I can't leave this place, but what of it? You should have heard of this fable. In a shadowed cave lived a people, imprisoned from childhood. Behind them is a fire, and before them loomed the stone wall of the cave. To them, that false play. Yes, I'm trapped in the cave. But I know it's all. And now, my deliverer has come to defeat me and save this world that never owed you anything. You'll be the one to unshackle me. And of course, I don't mind waiting a little longer. I hope you'll watch the stories of this fantasia closely. Only by feeling the meaning of destruction. To your unshakable resolve, I salute you. But before we step onto the final stage, let me ask you this. In the spirit of that fable I told you just now, can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they are, and stop mistaking them for reality? Look, the fire projects the face from her memories. An actress upon the stage of this play.
The dark tides flood the sea.
Fear not. Our queen has gone to the borderlands.
This is the scene when the Chrysos Air of Ocean was born. At that time, Kozlana had suppressed the Black Tide's rise, but he was unable to remove Iron Tomb from its roots. The Black Tide still roiled in the depths of the world, and the Kingdom of Sea Sirens was the first to face the destruction head on.
Listen, I heard Electra's voice. She's gone.
Let's go. Her voice carries the queen's command.
To keep the Black Tide from threatening the ocean, the queen gave her all, body and soul.
Born of the queen's chalice, she bore the deepest blessings and inherited supreme divine power.
My sisters! You're finally here!
Of course, Electra. Your beautiful melody drew us here.
Her true name is Electra. This is a reflection of her former self.
The Queen summons us. She must be near exhaustion.
Then what do we do? Will ours...
Don't worry. We shall lift the chalice in her stead to catch the black tide, and stand together to safeguard our realm and its people.
Such tiny titankins, and that naive...
The Queen's palace lies just ahead. Even her once graceful form is now tainted and drowned in dirty mire.
A day of peaceful...
Oh, Fagusa, our noble queen, we've come at your call.
My little fishlings. You swim with such joy. I once believed I could drink the black tide dry, but even the deepest chalice must one day overflow.
Mother, worry not. We're all children of the sea. Let us bear your fate together.
We'll take up your mantle and drive back the black currents.
We'll mend your sacred chalice and take in the cursed filth.
My little fishlings. When the spear of strife falls, you may retreat in peace, I promise you. On the surface, the city-states will hold a feast without end in your honor. This is the last gift I can give you.
Fagusa sank into the abyss. With the chalice shattered, their intoxicated sea sirens followed one after another. I'll keep watching. Clinging to the past only blocks the road forward. Why not let time build a bridge to the future? The ending was written long ago. Even you cannot rewrite it. Just like this poor chandelier.
Electra! The fiends have gnawed my tail. I can no longer swim to the far seas. Electra! The black sludge has soaked my fins. I can't dance with you anymore.
Sisters, don't give up. Remember the Queen's promise of a feast in the city called Styxia.
I haven't forgotten.
I dreamed of a shining city.
I dreamed of children placing garlands on our bone horns.
But what a shame. We can go no...
Feast.
The sea sirens were tainted, but
Farewell, sisters. I'll finish this last task, then return to prepare your feast.
and so only one sea siren remained, though most of that journey was in vain.
To reach the spirit basin, I'll need to call upon the power of the crown vessel.
At last, The Chalice of Plenty is whole again. The Lance of Fury emerges from the River of Souls, and the gods reclaim their duty to hold back the Black Tide. I am freed from endless toil, and now walk toward the rites at Styxia. I bore my sister's dreams upon my back, took on a graceful human form, and hoped to find a grand celebration on the shore. My fins became legs, my scales became skin, and the sea foam on my body became a shimmering gown. But when I stepped onto land, there were no festivals with honey brew, nor poets plucking harps, only silent death, drifting gently along the River of Souls.
When she fulfilled her wish, she only found Styxia to have already repeated the mistakes of previous cycles, and was swallowed by death. Hopes and promises.
I am a sea siren, a vessel born to contain the tides. Now that my task is done, and the promise is broken, how am I to go on in a world drowned in shadow? Fagusa, my noble queen. She evaded my questions with drunken stupor. She told me a grand feast awaited me in the surface world, so I wandered lost, groping through the dark. The feast she spoke of. Where is it?
Lonely Blade, I shall grant you everything you seek.
After wandering the surface for a...
You quelled the wars alone and forced strife into retreat. This swordfish that commands thousands of legions, whom does she serve?
Yes, Suridra, long before she became the Imperator.
Sovereign who follows prophecy. I am no one's sword. I am just a wandering fish, seeking clarity through bloodshed.
Then how about letting the sword dance for me? And letting the violin sing in my name? Tell me, what is it you seek?
All I want is a feast where I might belong.
Such a demand is trivial with the Sovereign's authority. I'll grant you a banquet worthy of conquest and comrades to toast beside you. But Knight, you must offer me your heart.
My heart?
Yes, a loyal heart that will generate no betrayal. You were deceived by gods and drowned in the ocean's darkness. But now, I will lead you forward and be your light.
So be it, noble monarch. The law you proclaim shall govern my every breath. So be it, noble monarch. I am simply becoming someone else's vessel once again, and accepting a duty given to me.
And thus, in her hollow...
Noble monarch, I've cleansed the foulness from the road as you commanded.
My blade, you've helped me ascend and take the crown. Ask, and you shall have your reward.
What I desire is the same as before. A feast.
Look! I've prepared you a grand banquet. The finest honey brew and tributes await.
Fish are drawn to light by nature, for the deep sea knows only gloom. Now I found a flame. It may scald and burn, but it's the only light.
Come, let us...
Have you heard that the Imperator's about to begin a new campaign?
Her glory will no longer be bound by the borders of Enforius.
My faithful subjects, tonight's feast is not just for the past. It's a toast to the future! Born from our golden blood is an unstoppable colossus. Our iron beast to trample the universe!
Great monarch. I've heard the universe teems with great threats. Can we truly remain invincible?
Fear not. Before the troops of the destruction, such rabble is no more than cosmic dust. Surely there's a planet draped in oceans out there in the stars. Once I claim it, it shall be yours to rule. And to the rest, your triumphs will not go unrewarded. I promise you a new age, free of fear. Now, raise your cups to our conquest among the sea of stars!
Sea of stars! Sea of stars! Conquest among the sea. Come now.
Where's the way out of this illusion?
Come quick! Let's celebrate together!
Noble knight, you are truly a blazing spark. It is...
Noble knight, you have earned victory with your blade.
Noble knight, with the sovereign now enthroned, this triumph is yours as much as...
Noble knight, your strength is boundless. Lead us!
Then drink we shall. Raise your glass. In the deep sea, I never knew what fire was. But when I set foot on land, the first light that I saw was the flames of war, lit with golden blood. It scorched my fins, made me feel pain, and ignited an unprecedented hunger. A hunger that flickers in every hero's heart. So bright, yet so blinding.
Look! The monarch herself has taken her seat!
Hear that? The court sings her praises!
Come! Join us and praise her glory.
One eye of hers sees glory.
And yet, she cherishes...
As they say,
But the brave face death, but...
On the eve of war, we sang our hymns and set our sights to sail beyond the stars. The legions will climb aboard the beast. Planets after planets flew the flags of her crown. As the final resistance fell silent, that's how the story ends. Tell me, visitor, in this dream, did you enjoy the show? After all, beneath that still surface lie the bones of countless dead. It's time for me to wake up from this drunken dream.
People once cheered for my ascension. And now they cheer for my fall. The cosmos. The battlefield. that I cannot reach.
Before the Sovereign's conquest reached its end, her life and ambition had already been swallowed by the deep sea. This is the true ending. Her grand designs torn apart by the blade. Her regal robes soaked in golden blood. And the one who struck her down? The one who struck her down was her most loyal Gladius. I don't need to explain myself. A fish in a pond has no hope against the surge of fate. I wandered the shore, found a flicker of flame, only to snuff it out with my own hand. I don't understand. If the ocean's feast, the Imperator's dream, and even Amphorius's existence are all illusions, then what's the point of our journey? When the Deliverer returns, I will let this absurd celebration come to an end. But Greyfried, I can't help but wonder how I dearly wish this feast of the Flame Chase would never end.
It seems she sensed your presence. Let's return to the prologue. Remember the allegory of the cave. Can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they are, and stop mistaking them for reality? As you've seen, when she cast off her chains, finally turned, the light will blind her for the fire. And so she fell into in-between in the cosmos. Are we the paths you tread, the eons you worship, everything you've trailblazed with your own hands? Could it all be someone else's projected shadow? Let's leave that question till after the curtain falls. I, the Theoros, have walked the 30 million histories, born by Kozlana. 1,000 years is a mere atom in a grain of sand to me. Amphorius, compared to the cosmos, is but that grain upon a whole beach. I swore to bring an end to the erudition. Would I really let a single grain grind down my mind? Now, please use the power of time to open the gate to the ocean's depths. Go, find the prison warden tormented by loyalty. That palace reflects the heart of an ugly history, long buried by tides and shame. A staircase of apotheosis that the Imperator forged. I'll wait for you at the heart of the world. But to reach the place,
Beyond this door lies the path to the vortex of Genesis.